Well,
Are we in business?
we've done a bit of a sound check.
Lovely.
Yeah. Good, how you doing? Have you had a good week?
Not bad at all, mate. Not bad at all. The sun's shining. Spring seems to be upon us all of a sudden, which is very nice and very welcome.
It's been lovely building a few pillars and laying a bit of driveway and stuff. It's been lovely out front in the sun all day. It's
Beautiful,
great.
beautiful.
Yeah. And there's little spaces you can go and get a bit of shade if you want.
This is when your job comes into its own, isn't it? Sun's shining, beautiful.
All of the shit, rain and mud and cakes and crap all day long.
Forgotten.
Long forgotten. Shorts, t-shirt.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
Yeah, the company's good as well. Enjoying that.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, I've cracked out the shorts this week for the first time. In fact, I'll probably be wearing shorts on Saturday to the game, I think. Looking at it, it's looking like today's sort of weather for Saturday, so
start then.
Happy days, we might as well. Yeah. Might as well crack on. We're going to do a few of the old...
We've got to do a little pause bit first, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
You keep getting this and then I can't edit it because you talk too much.
Has been said. Okay.
So, welcome to another episode of the Albion, number 2 in the Fox and Hound.
The Albion.
Albion. Start again. Start again. So, hello, all you football fans out there. Welcome to another episode of the Albion Hour, which is now in the Fox and Hound. Second week here.
Second week.
Set up, looking nice. We need to start getting this sorted out because there are quite a few people that want to actually come and watch it now.
I know. We need to move some Christmas presents around. That's a whole other story.
What fantastic weekend of football we've been blessed with last week.
Very, very good. Very good.
The first game was West Brom. A stunning.
Oh, you actually won. You won, didn't you?
Stunning 3-0 victory over Hull, who are 5th in the Championship.
I know.
So
I wasn't.
Great win. And a couple of points I wanted to bring up about that, but we'll talk about that later. Especially the links between. Obviously, going from a league that doesn't have VAR into a league that does, which we're not, by the way, but there are teams that will.
Yeah.
And then we had, and then the next game was Brighton.
Yes.
A well thought out 1-0. It's a difficult place to go.
It is a difficult place to go, and they've only lost. They only lost 2. Well, their last 2 actually home games prior to that all season. I think it was Fulham and Liverpool that beat them, and so it's not an easy place to go at all. Wasn't a classic Brighton performance, but 1-0 away and 3 points. Happy days.
Yeah, very happy days.
Yeah.
And then obviously we had my other son there, Richard, a Man United. So,
of course, yeah.
3-1 win
against Villa.
And now Chelsea 3rd in the Premier League. Who would have thought that?
I know.
At the start of the season, but it seems like getting rid of Amrin was the.
Well, they've been proven right, haven't they? Carrick must be some kind of a magician. I mean, he's.
Yeah, there's a lot being said about him being offered the job. So a few people have.
He should be.
Sort of punditry and ex-players and stuff. Some have said yes, some have said no. I think if Man City are hitting a few draws and not really firing on all cylinders, I think we've got to just accept the Arsenal are going to win the Premier League.
It looks done and dusted, doesn't it? Surely
they've won it and now they're being forgotten about.
It does look done and dusted to me.
Quicker than they can pick up the trophy and put it back down again.
Yeah, that's true.
But
they could still win the Champions League, of course, which is not, we'll see. Let's hope not.
Well, look, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not because of the team. I don't really care about the team.
No.
I just don't want just because the fans are such arseholes.
Yeah, they are very wearing.
Yeah.
And I'm being very polite there.
Yeah. So, so there's that. But I think that if they can overtake Man City and take second place, which is well within their grasp.
Oh, they could do now, yeah.
Then I think they absolutely deserve to be offered
yes.
that job. That's an incredible feat.
Why wouldn't you?
Nobody in their right mind after last season, the season before, and the start of this season would have said that Man United would have been second in the Premier League.
No, absolutely not. And the only arguments I've heard against, and this is coming from some ex-players as well, which surprises me a little bit, for him not getting the job, is his experience that he's not, United need a big manager. Well, what's a big manager? You've got someone who's come in and has literally won the majority of his games in a team that was losing, drawing games under Amorim. The bloke's turned it around. So, what does he need to do? I don't know.
Yeah,
give him the chance to be a big manager.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely heard the same thing. I've heard that he's not a proven manager.
Yeah.
If he hasn't won anything. Well, I think that's by the by. I think as a player, he's won a hell of a lot.
Yeah, he's been there and done it, hasn't he?
Yeah. And also heard that I think that's the Cole is going into management. I heard.
Okay, I didn't know that one.
What team, but I think it's abroad. It's definitely in the UK.
Cutting his teeth in another league.
That would be
interesting. Yeah. Well, another highly decorated player. He knows what it's like to be at the top of the game, doesn't he? So
I mean, widely considered one of the best left backs.
Superb left back, yeah.
So,
yeah.
We'll see what comes of that. So we've got to start somewhere, and
yeah, agreed.
I think Carrick's proved himself.
It's not as managers, especially English managers that have been at that level of the game. I'm not saying that Rossini was anywhere near that level of the game, but as English manager, he cut his teeth at Strasbourg, didn't he? And he's done really well. Yeah. I don't think it's a bad route for some of those, because to throw them straight into the Premier League is too much when they're in certain experience. Even the Championship, because that's you forget how tough a division that is. So it's difficult. So to go maybe start your career in League One or in the Bundesliga or somewhere else. Why not? You've got to start somewhere.
British football, the main sort of. So I would even add, even though it's slightly different, because it's not as bad, but I would say even the Scottish Premier League. You've seen like managers that they've done really well somewhere else, and they've gone, let's give him a chance, and they've gone into any of the top clubs.
I can see that.
They bought. Celtic bought an MLS manager, didn't they? Absolutely garbage.
It was garbage.
Absolute garbage.
He was rubbish.
Got the sacked. It doesn't mean that he would be doing it. So West Brom themselves got a manager from the MLS, and that just turned out to be an absolute just ridiculous. And we've done essentially what Man United have done. We've gone and got an ex-player to stand in for a bit, and we've started playing just simple football. Not we just go out there. The basics are the most important thing, and then enjoy yourselves after that.
Don't overcomplicate
it, and all of a sudden we're starting to look like we're not going to be in the bottom.
Well, we were discussing on the train to Sunderland. We were discussing my son's Sunderland, my son's ACCA And he was going through so he did his normal bets, and then we were going through the championship, and we were predicting every score from the championship. And obviously looking at, we didn't, you don't know everyone's league position, so like he's checking the fixtures, I'm checking the league positions. We're going Hull, West Brom. We're like, ooh, Hull 5th, 6th, West Brom 17th. So yeah, something like that. And we're looking at it going,
well, we were second from
yeah,
bottom,
we'll stick that down for a Hull win. But how wrong we were.
How wrong you were, yeah. How wrong you were. Yeah. So, but a good weekend. Good. That's it. Good. Well fought one against
It was
Sunderland.
brilliant.
I thought that was. It wasn't like impressive, but it was just
We did enough.
grit and determination.
Enough to do the job.
Enough to get the job done. I
Yeah.
thought it was difficult to call it throughout because I thought it was just a dogfight.
It was.
It was, Sunderland had got, at some points in the match, had got the bit between their teeth, and it was, especially towards the end, it was pressure. But
yeah, they forced Verbruggen into a decent save. I think Dunk cleared one off the line. It certainly wasn't all one way. Although, to be if Brighton had taken their chances, which we rarely do, it would have been 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But that's just the way it goes for us, isn't it? And the one that did go in was, I don't know if everyone's seen the goal, but it was a bit of a comical.
Yeah.
It was essentially it was a cross. It's a cross. He's crossed it.
What a weird angle!
It's so weird. Yeah. I think he's slightly.
Trying to keep it in.
I think he's He's like because Granit Xhaka's gone in. He's on the floor. He was actually playing Van Heck on side, thank God, because he was still on the pitch, but sort of lying down. And the ball was running away from him, and I think he's just like, well, I've just got to get something on it to get it across. And Van Heck are very clever because he sort of shimmied out of the way, was blocking the keeper's view, and he probably knew that. Straight in. It was such a weird goal. It was there was even a bit of a slight pause, I think, in the away end, because it was like, is that in? Is that in? And then he's going to get checked.
So they all do get checked. I think that's where I was going to. So that brings me quite nicely on to what I was going to talk about with the VAR thing.
Yeah.
So the Premier League, we've spoken about this before, about that you never really get a full celebration because guaranteed that unless it's like a fucking outside of the foot,
an absolute perler from 30 yards or
kick straight into the top corner.
Yeah.
Unless it's something like that, then
you're not sure.
You're always just going to be stood wait, like, do we celebrate? We wait for VAR.
Yeah.
However, in the Championship, we don't have VAR. And you think, thank God we don't have VAR. And as a West Brom fan, I should be happy that the whole player got sent off. But I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not happy because I think the bigger picture has to be looked at. Because there was, probably maybe the only West Brom fan that's going to actually admit this, but there was no fucking way that was a sending-off. It was a yellow card, maybe. It wasn't like
borderline yellow.
Tug on the shirt. He didn't black his legs from underneath him. I don't even think he was last man, so I don't understand where the straight. But it wasn't a second yellow. It was straight. It was a straight red.
Okay.
So have a look.
I'm surprised at that. Yeah.
But for people that have seen it, it was a bit of a tug toward the bottom of his shirt. Sort of got across him a little bit, like behind his back, but didn't really even touch him.
You wouldn't.
And it was at most a yellow, and he got a straight red. Now, we did go on to win that game, 3-0, and I probably would have brought it up if we didn't outplay Holly.
Yeah.
But, I would be pissed if I was a Hull fan.
Yeah.
That would have happened to West Brom. That would have happened to like Brighton or United now, or England. I'd be screaming at the TV.
And that's
a bullshit call. And all you've got to do is have a bit of consistency.
Yeah.
So, I'm not a fan of VAR.
Yeah.
But in that situation,
that's the counter argument, though, isn't it? When something like that happens, it's
kind of,
yeah.
you know. However,
Yeah.
he did get sent off. I don't think it mattered too much anyway. So I think we were winning. We were sort of like.
It was a 3-0, so yeah. I mean,
it wasn't.
They'll obviously argue it impacted the result. Of course they will, but yeah.
I think we would have won it anyway, but yeah, it was a terrible decision, quite frankly. But still not kind of it. Even though that, I still think we can then stand there and argue that as just being a shit rep. Where I can't abide VAR is when it takes 8 minutes to make a decision, and then you clearly it's the wrong decision. And then they'll make the same. Then something that's very, very similar will happen in a game the following week, and they'll get and it will be a penalty. It won't be a penalty. I think they need to just cut all of the bullshit out and just say goal line technology, offside. The rest is up to the referee.
I agree. We had several.
I'm a referee and I have a mic and I'm going to tell you what I think.
Yeah, it's all a bit much, isn't it? But yeah, we had a few chats about the VAR stuff again on the train on Saturday, because it's what else you going to do? Just chat football on the way, and there were a few opinions about it, but we kind of all agreed on 2 points with the discussions that we'd had about it. One was exactly what you were saying, the time. So we have 60 seconds. If you can't make your mind up in 60 seconds whether that is offside or not, it's a goal.
Yeah.
Right? Just blank it, or 100. Make it 2 minutes, whatever. 90 seconds. Someone's got to set a time limit on it and just stick with it.
Yeah. So on the offside thing, the other thing I would add to that is it has to be a goal scoring part of the body.
Yeah, absolutely. It can't be your freaking elbow or your shoulder.
You're like this, or your hands like that.
Yeah.
And it shows the line, and it goes through, and then it goes. That is not offside. You cannot score with your hands.
No, there's no way.
It's not offside.
There's no way. I think the only time that'd be a sort of they need to clarify is if you're leaning and it's your head, because the argument would be that you could score with that. But does that give you
but then if your head is
an advantage at that point?
But if you're leaning forward and you're running and your head's there, then your momentum could take you far enough to head the ball.
It could, So you could argue that is off. And I wouldn't. I would be okay with that as well. Yeah. But not your shoulder.
No.
Not your.
If you decide to run, like this, you're behind your back and you're not out.
You can't be offside with your cock and balls.
Wait, you can score with them. There's nothing to say you can't.
That's true, actually. I think Glenn Murray did score with his knob at one point.
Yeah, there you go.
And one of our, I can't remember who else. One of the Spanish players.
Running and their hands like that. And
Inigo Calderon. He scored with his knob.
Oh, there you go.
So maybe you can be offside with your cock and balls.
Not many people run with their feet backwards. Like some kind of weird pigeon.
But yeah, and I agree with that, and I think also but to be honest, I like Wenger's daylight idea as well. I like Wenger's daylight idea because, again, even if it is a goal scoring part of your body, I'm not okay with great goals being ruled out for someone's big toe poking out offside. You know what I mean? That's just, for me, it's got to be a daylight decision, because otherwise you're ruling out and you're changing games for no good reason, because there's no advantage there. So, and that goes against the whole spirit of what the offside rule was meant to be, and it was always meant to favour the attacker. And we've now squeezed it, so it doesn't.
There's some rules and some things that come into really starting to football and work really well. I think for instance, like the goalkeeper, the pass back rule.
Yeah,
that works really well. I mean, once they
it was good.
Once they brought that in, it hugely stopped. The waste time now, but back then when you could pass back to the goalkeeper,
because you could just repeat that over and over again.
Kicking it back to the goalkeeper, and you pick it up.
Yeah.
And you could, you 1-0 up, and you you're getting battered, and then when you get the ball back to your keeper, he just keeps picking it up.
That was.
And then you pass it back to him, and he picks it up.
That was good because then you can totally see the logic in it, can't you? Why? It's like totally.
If the 8 second put it down or get rid of it, but can't hold on to it, I don't mind that because again,
no, me either.
Time
keeps the game flowing.
You know, with the things when they brought in things like the throw-ins where you can't lift your feet off the ground.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I think the offside thing is the biggest issue with VAR. But it's easily solvable. I'd say the next one down the line is the time it takes. I think you're absolutely right, because that when you've got when it took 8 minutes to make a decision on a VAR check. Who were you playing?
It's nuts.
And it took 8 minutes, and then they only added 4 minutes on at the end of the game.
Yeah.
It took 8 minutes to look at a VAR thing. So where's that 8 minutes gone? Where's the other 4 minutes?
It's ridiculous.
4 minutes extra time on.
It's ridiculous. And as this thing, if you can't decide within a reasonable time frame, whatever the powers that be decide that is, then I'm sorry. That's it. How otherwise it can't be clear and obvious, can it? You can't. I mean, if it takes 8 minutes, that's a goal.
I could go, nice one, mate. Nice one. And then you could slow that down, frame by frame, and stop it at that point and go, he assaulted him.
He's punched him. Yeah.
He assaulted.
Of course, because you're not seeing it in real time. You're seeing it slowed down to the nth degree. So you're missing.
And then they'll do that thing where the player is obviously dived by the fact that he's barely been touched, yet he's leapt off the floor and then rolls 3 times, and then he's looks like a fish on a beach, like flapping around.
Yeah.
And then they slow it down and 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 they go. If you closely his toe, hits his thigh.
If you want to find the contact. You'll find it. You'll find it.
And then that's where you go, okay, but play it in real time.
Did that cause him to, when he was already going over? It doesn't show the timeline of what happened, does it?
No,
so it's rubbish. You look at a frame and go, oh, well, it's a foul. Well, how?
Contact. And they get all excited. And
it's nonsense. There was one I haven't. I saw it very briefly on a phone screen on the train back on Saturday. When because it was what game was it? Arsenal Everton. That was it. Arsenal Everton. And there was one where Madueke went down in the box, and apparently the Sky pundits were screaming about it, saying that's definitely a penalty, and the ref he waved it on. VAR cleared it, and I did watch it back, and I think maybe there was contact and maybe it was a penalty, but because of Arsenal's reputation for cheating and diving, I think the ref just had a look at it. He did go over quite theatrically and just went, nah.
Yeah,
so that was like, there's a bit of poetic justice in that one. They probably got it wrong, but
that's okay. You can. I think that the other stuff that VAR brings about with the fouls and with this and that and the other, I mean penalties. I'm sorry, but the referee, this should absolutely just referee on. If the referee doesn't give it, he does give it. Then that's just go for it. You're like, oh yeah, but it's but it does what he wants. So just because you're Arsenal and you're in the Champions League and you're earning more money by being in the Champions League, and you've got to pay more wages and on and on and on. Okay, but what's you're talking about the difference between earning say 100 million and spending 100 million, that keeps the club going. Or earning 20 million and spending 20 million, that keeps the lower club going. Or earning 100,000 and spending 100,000, that keeps it. What? Just because your wage bills are bigger, that's your fucking problem.
Well, of course it is.
Problem.
Yeah.
So the fact you can't use that argument because it may be on smaller terms, but it's the same problem every single club has.
Yeah.
You're not special because you're a Man United or you're an Arsenal or you're a Chelsea. You're just not. You just decided to spend more on players and wage bills.
Yeah.
So you have to then try and earn more money. The fact that a decision could you can say, oh yeah, but that decision stopped us winning the league. Right, but then a similar decision might have relegated someone.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, get over yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
Or the difference between somebody coming 11th and 12th and getting £1 million more in prize money, which might be massive to that club.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's. I don't think that's a very good argument. I think actually it's a straw man argument. But I would like to see a lot changed in VAR.
Yeah, same.
And I'd like to see actually a lot of it taken out completely.
Yeah, I agree. I have been at the point with it in the past where I've gone, right, just because it's so bad, just scrap it, just get rid of it. But I think it can work, but it needs a massive overhaul. A lot of things need to be, as you say, taken away from it. That we simplify. We don't need it. We don't need VAR for those things. We just need it for these things. So yeah,
we just don't need it.
No.
But,
I mean, I suppose the argument is you can.
Well, we need at least one twat with a microphone. We don't need someone stood on the pitch going, my decision, and therefore it's now offside.
It's a bit too theatrical.
But you start doing jazz hands.
Yeah. Da, 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 da.
And the decision is...
And then there'll be a dramatic pause, and everyone's like,
yeah, we don't need all that shit. We don't need you. We're not Americans. We don't need you to sensationalise anything. Because we make things good. We're fans. And we're not American fans that turn up every 5 years to watch a
cringy.
baseball game.
It's a bit cringy when they do that. Although
we're football fans and we turn up every fucking week to watch football. And
correct.
We don't need you not to make it. I mean, I like the light show thing. That was pretty cool.
Still never seen it.
You've not seen the app thing where they...
Yeah, I know they do it, but I don't ever get in my seat until about 1 minute before kickoff. Sometimes 30 seconds. So the light show's lost on me, mate. Even the flames are out by the time I sit down.
No, they did the thing where you do on the screen and you doing the app thing.
Yeah.
And then you hold your phone up.
And then you got to hold it up and it'll.
And it so you're then part of the light show.
Yeah.
I haven't done it because I don't know how into my phone these things can go. And there's a lot I don't want people seeing on my phone. A lot. Okay, so yeah, I would say
don't want to be infiltrated by I know what you mean. There was talking on the subject of technology. When we were walking through Sunderland Town Centre on Saturday, and we noticed outside a lot of the restaurants, they've got these little Just Eat robots that deliver robots. I've never seen them before. I've subsequently learned they're doing a trial. They did a trial in Sunderland with these Just Eat robots. But I was walking past one. There was a woman. She had a group of kids. One of the kids about 7. And he's like, "Mum."
Just Eat robot.
It delivers your food. It delivers, no driver, nothing. It's a robot. And this kid's going. He's going, "Mum, what's that? What's that?" She says, "That, son." She said, "That is a robot. What delivers your pizza?" And his little face, he was like, mind blown.
Did you hear that someone got...
Sorry, Mum.
I can't remember what prison they said it was. You might have to Google it. But did you know that there was a whole thing this week on the news about a prisoner got a Just Eat, a drone delivered... I'm not even joking. A drone delivered the pizza to his window because he had it finds your phone.
Now this puts the Sunderland robots to shame. A drone.
It finds your phone, right? So you press the app and you turn it on, and it basically just takes off and then brings the pizza to your phone. Wherever you are, so it just hovered to the window where he was.
So he could grab it through the bars.
And he had a drone.
In today's climate, he's lucky he didn't get fucking shot down.
I don't know. That's the thing, isn't it?
Thought I was in silent. Obviously not. Try again. Sorry. Ring doorbell. So pizza robots. Pizza robots.
Pizza robots. Pizza central.
Very bizarre, isn't it?
We'll go into the socials in a minute, but I just want to bring one thing up.
Yeah.
I think this is quite a serious matter. I think anyway.
Yeah.
But like especially with all of the fast foods and with robots delivering and how easy it is to get food. I think part of your diet is quite important, right? So it's
Very, very important.
Very important. So I had double sausage, egg and chips today for my dinner, right? And my
all the good stuff.
My gripe is, why don't sausages just taste like fucking sausages anymore? Right? I ate my egg,
cracked
and I
black
put
pepper?
A bit of pepper on my egg. And
Apple
I can
sausages.
have my chips, and I can put a bit of salt on my chips, and I can even put a bit of brown sauce on it or whatever. But the beans still taste like beans. The chips still taste like chips, and the eggs still taste like eggs. Why does the sausage, after essentially taste like someone's cooked it with potpourri? why can't you just have just a normal?
You want a Walls pork sausage?
Even just a normal, even just a sausage that's got a bit of a little bit of stuff. Why have they have to infuse it with so much?
They have messed with the sausages quite significantly.
It's a sausage anymore.
Yeah, it is confusing.
I'm very annoyed by it.
Yeah.
Football. I don't understand.
Yeah,
I think it's a very serious.
I share your poke with that.
I think that a good old fashioned pork sausage, there's nothing wrong with it. A nice good pork sausage.
A good old Walls banger.
A decent Cumberland sausage, anything like that.
Oh yeah.
A bit of something in it, but you can still taste it.
Yeah.
Now. You can get like nice apple pork sausages and mustard sausages and things, but you can still. But it's just a little tint.
Just a hint.
It used to just be a hint of it, and then you can still. But now, I mean, I didn't know whether to eat the sausage or I was going to plug it into an air freshener. I mean, like literally. As soon as I cut it, I could smell it. I was like, someone's cooked it in potpourri.
That's ruined your dinner, isn't it? I can tell. You're very not happy about this. I mean, yeah, you gotta. Well, otherwise you'd be hungry, wouldn't you? I mean,
I'd enjoy the eggs. I like fried eggs. But yeah, just thought I'd bring that up. Yeah, it's quite
disappointing.
Yeah,
it's disappointing.
To do with football.
It's okay. We can go off topic.
I know we usually avoid politics, but I'm just saying. This sausage gate. I think it needs discussing. If anyone out there knows of a good, proper good pork sausage, I'd like to know.
Put it in the comments. Anyone?
Put it in the comments. The best sausage.
We would like to know what the best sausage is.
I don't want no airy, fairy sausage with 8,000 different things in it. I want proper. I don't mind a bit of something in there, but
a little bit of pepper or something. That's fine. I'm alright. Mustard is okay. But
I had one ages ago, which was like apple and something.
But you don't want a really paprika infused rose hip.
Oh my god.
Sausage on.
No, I do not. God almighty, no, I don't. I tell you what, I had once was it was like a beer and something.
Oh yeah, don't mind that.
Like little things because it's subtle and it was nice.
I don't mind that.
Made
it's like
tastes good.
It's like ale in your pie, isn't it?
Yeah,
and stuff like that. It's nice. That's okay. That's all right. A bit or any gravy. That's That's all right.
Yeah. But no, I don't.
I'm with you on this.
Sausage that I cut into.
I'm with you on this.
Smells like fucking potpourri. No, thank you very much. And now we've got that out of the way.
That's it. John's sausage rant is over. It's over.
You brought food up.
I did. It was. I brought it up with the Just Eat robots. But the woman in Sunderland, but she followed that up as well. She went. Some was still reeling from the fact that you could get pizzas delivered by a robot, and then she went, You'd better get used to it, son. Everything's going to be robots now. And honestly, this kid's like, oh, I think he's genuinely a bit worried. Actually, he looks scared.
In the 80s, everyone used to say, "Oh, it'll be robots." Well, everything will be robots.
It'll all be robots.
But actually, with AI, it's actually happening.
Well, I suppose it is. It's just robots that you can't see. That's but these are actual robots. They're just
there's cars that taxis and things that we.
I googled it after I got back. So I'm like, I mentioned it to Steph, and she said, "Well, I've never seen them." Yeah, but it's a trial. They're literally pooling their way around Sunderland as we speak. All these robots delivering kebabs and pizza and everything really. Yeah, bizarre.
A weird on your pizza here.
So your robot's here with your kebab.
How does the robot? Does it ring the doorbell or does it send you a message?
That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Did you ring doorbell?
Maybe it's got a little.
And then it's like your ring doorbell goes off and you look at your phone and there's a robot just looking around.
You're looking through your little hole. There's no one there, pet. No.
Hello. Pizza.
It'll be the kids down the road playing knock and run again.
Well, it could be down there, wouldn't it? You'd be looking at your ring doorbell, there'd be nothing there. It'd just be a robot looking around. Oh, I've got 2 deliveries to do,
yeah. I meant
Sandra's kebab's getting cold.
I'm meant to be clocking off in 15 minutes. Oh, yeah.
But, I suppose that's the other thing, isn't it?
Going to the robot union.
You have so many funny things I could say now, and you won't let me. Oh, Jesus.
Are we at half time yet? Are we half time?
We're half time now.
That's half time.
We'll do socials afterwards.
Yeah.
So,
beautiful.
Join us after the commercial. Do you watch anything commercial?
Yeah, I thought last week was brilliant. Yeah.
Carlin.
Yeah, quality. Yeah.
Well,
see you after the break.
Oh, let's play that back.
Smashing idea, Ralph. Super.
Hello, Tony. What's this? Oh, what's this little rascal Tippy Toe?
Ralph, this could be a Tango taste sensation.
This is the tang of real oranges. Oranges! Whoa, mercy me, did you hear that? Oranges! Oh, phenomenal!
Yes, Ralph, tremendous.
You know when you've been tangoed.
So, what are we going to call her?
Fanny. I want to call her Fanny.
We can't call her Fanny. Fanny, I like it. It's unusual, unique.
My mum's a Fanny. Granny was a Fanny. She'll be joining a long line of Fannies.
Aye, it's good to keep up tradition.
Oh, Fanny, you're just like your daddy.
Well, here we are again. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Albion.
Take it again, used to.
I know. Let's take a bit again, used to, don't it? It's a bit with a weird one.
It does, mate. It does.
No one even. Not many people watch this, and yet we're. And yet, we're getting emails saying you're not allowed to use certain.
No.
Well, numbers are going up. Numbers are going up on this.
This is true.
Yeah.
The upward trajectory.
Yeah, we've got one little short, one of the shorts. Got 1,800 views.
That's pretty good. That's pretty. That's not to be. Yeah.
I mean, normal people that do these sorts of things that actually put any kind of effort into the market. they get more than that, but for us,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big
Considering
jump.
we don't
from
publicise it
6.
at all.
No, from 6 views. And that's because I watched it 6 times.
Percentage-wise, that's pretty good.
Especially that I had to watch it 6 times to get the views up. I'm watching it on different phones. On the TV.
yeah. Scramble your IP address. Yeah, no, that wasn't me. No. That was definitely someone else.
Oh yeah. What's that thing you can do? Just put it on different countries, couldn't I? Just keep watching it.
Yeah. Look, we've got 7 viewers from Lithuania.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Albania. My God, we're international. But yeah. Anyway, right. So
socials.
Do you know what? I have to apologise.
No.
You did send them to me, but I haven't even looked at. I haven't looked at one of them.
Don't
this
worry.
Week because,
Don't worry.
I'll tell you why. I started a new job on Monday.
Oh.
And I've been all in.
Been
on
a bit
that.
busy.
So I've been
Fair enough.
So I haven't even had a chance. So this is all new to me.
All new. There you go. Well, I'm going to start off with something from North Stand Chat, which is a little bit of a dig. I've got to be honest. At our friends from South London, the Crystal Palace. So it's from the forum. It says first time in Europe, and this is last week's game against Larnaca. First time in Europe, a knockout match and 7,000 empty seats. Palace's crowds are getting smaller as their European adventure goes on. It goes on to list their games, and it literally has plummeted down. Each game has got slightly less, to the point where they only had 17,900 against Larnaca last week. It says incredible support from the self-certified greatest fans in the land. They might need a Groupon offer if they've reached the quarterfinals. Boom.
Yeah, I saw that. I read them there. I think if I remember rightly, first, because obviously you have to look to see if things are better for you than it is for them if you hate them so much. And any win's a win.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm pretty sure that on one of their first was like 24,000 something.
23,013.
Oh, there you go, and it's gone down to 17.
Gone down to 17. Now,
That's pretty shocking.
I did as always. There's always a few Palace fans on our group, so I never quite understood it. But there was one guy who he was saying, "Well, yeah, but the thing is, the footballs, everyone comes to defend against us in Europe, and the games are really boring." I was like, "Mate, but you're in the knockout stages of a European."
You're
like, please don't give me that.
Numbers should be going up.
Yeah, you're now in the knockout stages. So I did reply to that. I just said, right, my heart's bleeding for you. Why don't you just stop moaning and go and support your fucking team?
Shut up, you knob. Get on your own social.
Yeah, or go on your own site. Yeah, how about that?
Let's complain about you in peace.
So yeah, I thought that was definitely one that should be mentioned. And then we've got this one. This is also North Stand Chat. So apparently there is an Austrian winger, I'm not sure who he plays for, called Jakub Wanka. And there's a picture of him on the you'll see it on the screens, him holding up his shirt with Wanka on the back. And the question from North Stand Chat is, would you get his name printed on the back of your shirt if he signed for Brighton?
Fuck yeah. It'd be the only time I've ever had a player's name on the back of my shirt.
I mean, I think
do it with pride.
Shirt sales would rock it, wouldn't they?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure my son.
A legitimate reason to walk around with Wanker wearing on the back of his shirt.
I mean, normally
fucking
it's just someone that's like put a bit of sticky tape with a sign on and patted me like that, and then I walked around the class, like the school for 4 hours with Wanker on the back of my back.
It would be like the world's biggest stag do. Brighton, wouldn't it?
100%.
Wankers everywhere.
Yeah, 100%. I'd get the name Wanker on the back of the shirt. In fact, I would assume that shirt sales would go up.
I'm with it. I think if
you would buy your friends,
if you agree with us,
you would buy your friends shirts.
You literally would. You would.
You would start. I've never bought one of my friends a shirt
But
in their
this
life, but
would
that I would
convince you to do it, right?
100% I would do that.
Absolutely. Please put in the comments. Would you buy the wanker shirt?
It's a shame.
Let us know.
His number's 47. It's a shame it's not 69. Doesn't need to be a wanker.
I mean, if you change clubs, there's always a bit of movement in the squad numbers. So you never know. You never know. I've got the next thing I've got is basically the Sunderland fans bigging us up. I have to say, the away atmosphere on Saturday at Sunderland was the best of the season. It was fantastic. It was superb. It was a bit of a love-in between the Sunderland and Brighton fans as well before and after the game. It was great. There's a couple of comments that have come through. They were brilliant. So on the Brighton and Hove Albion Fabian Society, run by Chris Geddes, he posted this on there. So opinions from Sunderland. Thought Brighton fans were class today, mind. Thought Brighton fans were class today, mind. I can't do the accent. Travelled in great numbers, and sung all game. Could argue they're up there with the best we've had this season. Crazy, considering some would have had them relegated because they're not Barclays enough. That sounded Yorkshire, didn't it? So I went into Yorkshire then.
You went into Yorkshire.
So we got another one here. Brighton fans brought some decent numbers for how far they had to travel. Probably top 3 away fans at Stadium of Light so far this season, and made plenty of noise too. So a bit of a big up to the Brighton fans for Saturday, and that was recognised by our Meckham friends.
I think once we start our, I think that the noise that the away fans bring and the like when we do get a lot of compliments as we go away, and
definitely.
I think that once they changed the south stand and put the away supporters in the corner,
yes,
and we've all got together and we can make a bit of noise up that end of the pitch, I think
it'll make a huge difference.
Huge difference to the atmosphere as well, because it can be a bit.
It can be flat. We know it can be flat, but I think that the away support that we have is fantastic, and it shows that there are enough people that are willing to be vocal. It's just putting them in the right places in the stadium at home to make it translate at home, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
But next one I've got is this is one of the best banners I've seen, I have to say. Hats off to Tranmere Rovers on this one. So this banner says, you have to kind of sing it. Sheepshaggers to the left of me, Scousers to the right, here I am, stuck on the Wirral with you.
I like that. I mean,
that is class.
There's a play on words on a banner, and to put it on a banner.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah,
I absolutely love that. So well done, Tranmere.
Tranmere. This is what we were talking about last week about the humour of Liverpool fans. You just can't beat it.
That's fantastic. I mean, I love that one. We got another banner here as well, which is the Man City fans in their game against Madrid, but there's a cutaway, as you'll see. So fair play to City fans. This is an impressively large banner, but it's of Rodri kissing the Ballon d'Or when he won it, and obviously a lot of people thought that should have been Vinicius Jr. So on the banner it says "Stop crying your heart out." Bit of a play on the Oasis stuff there as well. But then you've got Vinicius Jr. after Real Madrid have walloped him in the Champions League, just going, oh. I mean, which is a fucking great reaction.
I like it when football. But I like it when football fans give a bit to the players, but I do like when the players give a bit back.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
he's just like, that's a big fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, like with probably the most obvious one was Gaza and the chair.
The dentist chair. Drinks.
And the British press absolutely battered him for it.
Yeah.
His goal celebration was to lay down, and all the players were in spraying the
that was orchestrated brilliance. Yeah, I love that. And still on the topic of obviously the English clubs in the Champions League, not doing very well this week. We've got our good friend, the comedian Mickey Flanagan, saying Man City and Chelsea aren't just out, they're out. So yeah, that's it for the socials this week for me.
Good one. Liked it. I think the banners of the banners of taking centre stage there. I think the Vinicius Juniors. I think that was a great a great comeback. Brilliant to see
It's great,
players
isn't it?
actually have a bit of a sense of humour, because
Yeah, exactly.
often all we do is see them stood at a microphone and
Saying what they're trained by the media trainer to
I
say.
think that's great.
It's
I think that's sort
which,
of going a bit out the window now. I think they've actually realised that people don't want robots. They want to
yeah,
actually to love the players and to love your squad and to love the people that
yeah. So there's
are
a
in your team. You want
bit
to
of
know
personality
a bit more,
behind it, and
you want to see their personality.
yeah.
I quite like the thing that they do on sticking to the socials thing. What the Brighton and Hove Albion socials do when they show the players coming in off the pitch after the game,
Yeah, it's really good.
and they'll do like a little video.
Yeah.
You'll see the different players react as they react to the camera as they come off.
Yeah,
Especially if you've had a win.
yeah, I like watching that. It's
Yeah, and
good.
I like watching that. It's just
'Cause
something
you
a little
see-
bit different.
Well, yeah, you see a bit more of the players' personalities, don't you, and how
Yeah.
them in real time. Obviously they know they're on camera, but it's a genuine reaction because they've just come off the pitch after a win, and it's like, I enjoy that
Definitely.
as well. I do enjoy that.
And you see like the sort of the sort of playfulness of like Belabor and Minte as well.
Yeah, they love it. They love it. And Blober does his little dance.
Yeah, he comes in and he goes, and then So I like that sort of stuff. I think that there is a gap between, obviously, players getting paid such outrageous wages, and I think that just bridges that gap when you can actually see they're just normal lads.
Yeah.
And if they weren't playing football, you'd probably be up the pub with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good thing.
Absolutely, mate.
It's a good thing. So,
yeah.
We're on to next time.
Well, there was one thing in the news that I thought was worth probably talking about before we talk about the weekend's games and everything that's coming up, which was the AFCON decision to basically disrobe, for want of a better word, Senegal as the winners, because they did win it, scored that goal in extra time, but obviously they took the entire team off the pitch.
Yeah.
And so what's happened is the African Football Federation, have basically stripped them of their title and awarded the win to Morocco, a 3-0 win. Now, I did a little bit of research on it, and so I thought, well, have they just sort of done that? Or can you do that? And apparently they can do it. It's something called CAF. African Football Federation says Senegal infringed Article 82 of AFCON's regulations, which states if a team refuses to play or leaves the ground before the end of regulation time without the referee's authorisation, and that's the key bit, because they just walked off, they didn't talk to the ref, it will be considered the loser and eliminated from the competition. And then it goes on to say Article 84 states that any team that violates Article 82 will be permanently eliminated and lose the match 3-0, which is what they've done. So they've invoked those two clauses. And they've said that it's a 3-0 win to Morocco. And it's really weird. I don't recall this ever happening before.
No,
but
and then wasn't the whole thing around that game that it just seemed like they wanted to get like Morocco the win? That it was almost like it was completely. I mean, it seemed to me at the time you couldn't have made a more obvious stitch up at the time where they offered they award a penalty where it's nowhere near a penalty.
Which is what prompted the walkout, wasn't it? Because it was blatantly not, and they felt so strong. I think it was only Sadio Mane, the ex-Liverpool guy, and I'm not sure he plays for now, maybe in Germany, but he was the one that convinced, not even the manager, the coach, it was Sadio Mane that convinced the rest of the Senegal squad to come back on the pitch and play. And obviously then it went to extra time, they scored, and then scored a winner in extra time. So, and did all their lift the trophy, and that was bear in mind, that was a long time ago, right? So I don't understand why it's taken them to now.
But doesn't that just reinforce the fact that people now think that that the AFCON especially, but African football is just fixed?
Is quite corrupt,
about it.
Yeah.
You think about the players, the talent,
Yeah.
that comes out of Africa. I mean, it's insane.
Frightening,
I
yeah.
mean, the fact
So many good players in
it's so
all the top leagues.
unbelievably good that like half the French team are African because
Yeah.
they're so good. The French have persuaded them to be French,
Yeah.
so that they can play for
So
them.
they can play for France.
That's how fucking good
Yeah.
African players coming out at the moment.
Yeah.
Anyway, and have been in the past. Of you know, the great players and the great squad players that have come out of Africa. But the reason why there is a reason why it's not taken as seriously as other international competitions. It's because of things like this.
Yeah, it definitely
And
is.
then you just go, well, what's the point in watching it if they're just going to fix it anyway?
I know.
And even if it's not fixed, it seems like a fix. They've done a very good job of dissuading people that it is a fix.
No, they haven't.
They then turned around and just gone, well, no, we wanted Morocco to win.
Yeah.
So that's
We will
it.
find two clauses that will civilly will make Morocco win.
That's why it's taken so long, because they've had to look through 80 other fucking
dust off the old
81 other clauses.
it's going to take a while.
To try and find a way around it, and then they found one. So
it's a really strange one. I to be honest, when it first broke as news, and I saw it, you know, with obviously the world of social media that we live in, you know, you see things come through on your feed, and I saw it within a couple of minutes of the decision, and I just assumed it was a joke. I assumed it was no, you can't.
Like
you
someone
can't.
was having a wind up.
It's a wind up, right? So then you start googling it, you know, BBC. Oh no, it's actually true. They've done it like 3 months after the last ball was kicked, and they've lifted the trophy.
Yeah.
They've gone, actually no. We've looked through the big book, and no.
Yeah, we've searched through everything we can search through. We finally found a reason to give it to Morocco.
Those rules probably weren't even in there. They wrote them in afterwards. It probably only goes up to Article 81 in reality, and then you'll find an extra cut. They've stitched an extra couple of pages in there.
Well, look, I think that I think it's a bit. I think that's a bit harsh. And
it is.
The fact of the matter is that I don't know who won last year's, but I will always remember that Senegal won this one.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah. I think it was it Ivory Coast that won the one before.
That's fine, eh?
I think it was. But they continued to win it, and they didn't get stripped of.
Yeah, fine. I remember. I don't know how many.
Don't quote me on that, but I think it was.
How many AFCON there's been?
It's been going for a while, hasn't it? I only remember Ivory Coast because Adingra was playing for us, and he got young player of the tournament.
Oh, I remember him.
And there was a big fanfare. There was a big fanfare about him coming back. Yeah. That is the only reason I remember it, to be honest. So.
Yeah, but I would actually enjoy it a lot more if because the football you actually watch it once it gets through to the finals.
Yeah, there's some decent games in the knockouts. It's pretty good. So.
But yeah.
But corruption is rife.
As much as they say Morocco won it, I'm still going to. I will.
I mean,
and because of the corruption, I will always remember Senegal as being the winners.
Yeah, same. I mean, but the thing is, what's going to happen? Like in Morocco now, is everyone broken out into like some sort of a big street party to celebrate their great AFCON win? Are they doing an open top bus tour around Marrakesh? Like,
yeah,
it's just so weird.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a. I don't know why you would then sit there and maybe Morocco pushed this. And they've got lawyers that have found this. And
that's the thing.
Pushed it, and then you get left in a situation where, well, you have no choice. Well, this is what we've got to do because it's within the rules.
Yeah.
But it doesn't come across that way. It comes across because of the game itself.
Yeah.
Like if the game
because of what happened in the game, it seems.
What happened in the game didn't happen.
Yeah.
It would just seem like you would go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a weird thing, but
it felt like they wanted him to win anyway.
It felt like that there was a lot going towards Morocco winning it. And
Agreed.
Didn't win it.
Agreed.
You see like the players walking off the pitch, and then the referee. And
I mean, it's very dramatic.
The goal up the other end nearly didn't get given.
Yeah. very dramatic final.
And it was,
but
it's a bit crazy.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm a bit, like I said, if it was just a thing, maybe I would assume that it's all from Morocco's end that
Yeah. Well,
they pushed it.
Forest took Palace's Europa League place, didn't they? Because of that technicality about ownership and rights.
Say again.
And ended up with Palace in the My Little Pony League. So which is very funny. So Nottingham Forest took Crystal Palace's place in the Europa League. Which is right. But they lobbied. But Palace lobbied for it, didn't they? They were they got their lawyers involved. They went for it and they got it. But I suppose technically Palace were in the wrong. So, haha.
Yeah, I mean, I think the point of that was that what sort of confused me about that was surely although it's a conference league, it's still a European conference league, so don't the same rules apply? So surely they should have been out of that as well.
Well, yeah, there is that argument that they shouldn't have been in there at all. But I think, I mean, at one point that was going to be the case. Then they were going to be expelled from European competition altogether because that is the letter of the law.
I might be wrong, but if they'd have done that, would have Brighton then taken that spot?
Yes.
That's probably why they didn't do it.
Yeah, we would have done.
Pushed this too far.
That would have been an absolute double kick in the teeth for Palace, which I was all for, to be honest. But
I'm all for earning your accolades. But
yeah,
that would have been hilarious.
It would have been funny. I mean, there was a
thing on that because obviously these things that sort of thing would have turned into a song. Because they'll come to Brighton and we'll go there. They'll sing about how many trophies have you won.
Oh yeah, we've had all of that nonsense. We've had all that.
But if you took that position off of them, Brighton fans would be singing that for the next 100 years.
You'd sing it forever.
So this comes to something I heard on TalkSport.
You sing it forever.
Where I can't remember his name. What was the presenter on TalkSport that called Brighton a two-bob club or something? He was talking about other teams and he was basically saying Brighton being in Europe. I can't remember his name.
Sounds like something Jamie O'Hara would say.
Yeah, I think he's a Chelsea fan, I think.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, no, it wasn't Jamie O'Hara. He's like a failed actor or something, and then everyone just forgot him. All the Brighton lot just was ripping him on social media and how fucking dare he, we're not a two-bob club and all this sort of stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, but anyway, he was on with I think it was Jamie O'Hara, the Spurs fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was on with Jamie O'Hara.
Ex-player.
And anyway,
and ex-Wolves as well.
Actually, he was quite funny. The guy that said about Brighton being a two-bob club was quite funny. So he's basically what he's saying is that he would, because Spurs have got to go to Stamford Bridge before the end of the season, and it could be that win sends them down, right?
Oh yeah.
And he said, I would rather that than a trophy. and I said, no, please, you can't give up. And he said, no, and he's got this massive smile on his face, and he said, I would.
He'd rather send Spurs down and win a trophy for Chelsea.
Wow. I would be all right with Arsenal winning the Premier League if we sent Spurs down. And he said, how can you say that? He said, well, trophy's a trophy. But that will be sung about for the next 200 years. And he was like, you can't say that. He's like I've said it.
I've said it. It's out there.
It's out there. I would, and that's the thing that
yeah.
Would you?
That's.
Would you take? Would you? No one wants to take the place of someone over something, and it's a technicality, and it doesn't quite. And if it was Fulham, or if it was I don't know, Everton, or it was one of those sort of teams, and you ended up taking that spot, you'd be like,
Be a little bit embarrassed about it.
It'd be a bit embarrassed about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
When you went to those, when you had to play those teams in the next season,
Yeah.
there wouldn't be any songs about it. In fact, you'd
No,
probably be
no.
out you'd probably be outside the stadium talking to their fans.
Yeah.
We weren't right. We're really sorry about
Sorry about that.
what it is, but
Yeah.
but if it was Palace, you would sing about that for the next.
Yeah, you would. It's true. It's true.
Songs would be sung about it.
Yeah, we talked about it last week, didn't we? Football fans will prey upon any weakness, particularly with your greatest rivals. Anything at all. You know, we've already tried to discredit Palace's cup win by basically making it all about the fact that Dean Henderson was texting a 14-year-old girl at the time.
And apparently, according to FA rules, you're allowed to just walk around the box with the ball outside.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
The ball was inside. Look. So you're allowed to handle it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, keepers are allowed to handle the ball outside the box.
So we've already discredited their win anyway. So that's fine. They shouldn't. In fact, they shouldn't even be in Europe. Well, we should be. Anyway, so the weekend. What we got? What have West Brom got the weekend?
Do you know what? Like I said, I've been at work.
I'm going to look it up. I'm looking it up.
I know Brighton have got Liverpool.
We got Liverpool.
It's the early kickoff.
We've got the Liverpool in the 12:30 kickoff.
Oh, it's the early kickoff. We might have to come with you lot.
So
is that all right? Because Cheryl's having her hair done.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to get the train.
Well, that's fine. I'm not going to the pub beforehand because it's at 12:30. So I'm taking cash.
Yeah.
As well to the game. So yeah, just come with us.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
So we can jump in with you because
it's fine.
Cheryl's at the.
Not a problem.
Cheryl's at the hairdressers.
Not a problem.
Having her hair done.
Having her hair done.
Having her hair done.
Yeah. So we're the 12:30.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. West Brom away to Bristol City.
Yeah.
Away to Bristol City. It's 3:00 on a Saturday. Bristol City have struggled a little bit of late. They were kind of threatening the playoffs for a while, weren't they? And they've had a bit of a drop. So
I think if we
you're on better form.
I think if we can keep the momentum from the last couple of games.
Yeah.
And then United got.
United are. That's got to be on the Sunday. Hold on a second. Oh no! Hang on, no, it's not. Hang on, it must be Monday.
Monday night football.
No.
Friday night.
Friday night. Yeah, Friday night. But away to Bournemouth.
Well,
Friday night. That's the problem with Premiership these days. You've got to look at 4 days, haven't you, to find the.
I know, it's mad.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, the thing about what we were talking about earlier with Carrick, I think the one thing that has been brought up, which is, I think, legitimate, is that their only fight is the Premier League. They haven't got skin in any other game.
Yeah.
So where they're playing teams that are going to Europe or are midweek games or have had games postponed because of FA Cup and then have to do replays and all the rest of it, then they don't have to worry about any of that. So he can just concentrate on that one game.
Yeah.
I think that might be that might show him up. Maybe that's going to show him up next season, but
yeah.
Carrick. But I think he's certainly doing a better job than Amrin.
100%.
I mean, this is my biggest problem with Hertz. I'm not saying Hertz is a bad manager. I'm just saying there's far better managers there with that squad that would get a tune out of them.
Yeah.
But they seem to have sort of turned a little bit.
Definitely turned the corner.
Playing the Hertz, but maybe there's been
definitely.
Maybe they've conceded a bit. He's conceded a bit. They seem to have met in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
And they seem to be hitting a certain bit of form. I think, a home game against Liverpool is going to be tough.
Always tough, but not kind of insurmountable. You don't look at it and go, "Oh, we're going to."
The FA Cup as well, really.
Yeah, I think
we're at home.
If we play as well as we did in the against Forest and at Brentford, and even the to be honest, even the Arsenal game, where let's be honest, we played pretty well.
They've got some mind to strike.
So, but yeah, it's converting the chances, and we'll get chances against Liverpool, and the game will come down to whether we put them away or not. We'll create.
Welbeck or you, Welbeck.
No.
I'm just saying, he's, you know,
I'm pretty
8 years old or whatever.
I'm pretty sure there'll be an incoming striker in the summer.
No, I'm not saying he's past it either. I'm saying he's in his mid-30s, but it's you know, having someone that's gonna we just need someone that's just gonna hit those spaces constantly.
And I feel like we need a different type of striker sometimes as well, because we've got we've obviously got Simas coming back next year, and he's a very direct, quite pacey, mobile, big striker. That was really bad for our season when he went off, but I still feel like we need that little sort of nimble fox in the box type striker that's just going to snaffle chances.
I think
knockdowns.
One thing I've noticed about Brighton is when I first started going as a season ticket holder to matches every home game.
Yeah.
Is we were sort of in line with the goal.
Yeah.
And every time there was a free kick or a corner, I'd get my phone out because I was like, yeah, I'll get one and get the reaction. And then 2 years later, when they still hadn't scored a corner, I was like,
gave up.
What's the fucking point? Like, right, I think Timas coming back into the squad, who is quite nimble.
He is. He's quite mobile.
I think because if you look at our squad size, fairly short, I think you need someone that's more like a kind of. I'll say the name. I'm not talking about like. Obviously, he's like. I think you need someone that's more like a sort of Drogba. That's physical. That can bully.
Yeah, possibly.
Get up and head.
Yeah.
I think that. I
wouldn't argue against that.
We've got. At the moment, we've got lots of players that'll.
There's lots of tippy tappy stuff. Yeah.
We need someone that
flicks and tricks.
Yeah,
and
we need someone that's just going to be
a bit more direct.
A bit more direct. That doesn't mind, whacking a volley in from the outside of the box.
Yeah.
That doesn't mind.
Just be an absolute handful, basically.
Just heading a few balls in.
Yeah.
Because that we do get a lot of corners.
It's the sort of player we haven't had, to be fair, in a long time.
But Brian do get a lot of corners.
Yeah.
We fight for position down there, and because we
don't convert many of them.
We don't convert any of them.
I was being kind.
One of the games not long ago. I think you had 8 corners.
Yeah.
Not even got close.
No, which is wrong, isn't it?
And
it's wrong.
So I think push some of the your outplayer back. You get Duncan in there, get like you do, get everyone in. But if you had someone that was just a bit more direct, a bit more forceful,
beast.
a bit more of a Lukaku or a Drogba type.
Well, we were looking at
that would just increase.
We were looking at Promise David, the guy from Union Galway, which is obviously Tony Bloom's other invested club, and he's Canadian, but he's 6'5". He's that type of striker, and he's still of a fairly young age where you could take a punt on him. But whether he's right or not, I don't know. But I agree, a player like that
someone that's
would
20,
it'd offer us something different.
It's got a bit more of a sort of like a Lukaku or Drogba, someone that's got some more, just a bit more presence,
bit of pace and power and height.
Because I'm like Welbeck, I like the fact that Welbeck has that, but he's not consistent enough. He doesn't, and I think it just adds something to your game as well. It's something that's not so obvious. Like if you're striking, I think where you don't convert as much is it's like fairly easy to defend against.
Oh,
because
sometimes
you know
it's
you're just going to pass.
shockingly easy. Yeah.
Like their defensive line knows that you're going to pass it around the box.
Yeah. So they're
You know.
And we don't really hit teams on the counter that much, so there's not that threat of a break that much. We tend to wait until everyone's back in position and then start to ping it around, and that's been the most frustrating thing to watch this season.
Touches, the crosses in, you know, when you'll like the ball will get released and you'll have like used to anyway. And it's not so happens so much now. But I think that was kind of Potter and Deserby type thing. But like Dunk used to be able to fucking hit a pass onto a pinpoint.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
And he was always in front of the play. He was always like perfect. Like he can.
I've seen him do it so many times, especially when Murray was playing, and he'd just run in behind on the end of those passes.
Dink a pass through.
Yeah, he can do it.
He can put one over.
Van Heck's decent as well. He's a ball player.
When all of your players have got their back to the opposition goal.
Yeah, we're not great at that.
Play out and then you go, well, it'll be passed back to the goalkeeper. Yeah, and then. What do you know? It gets passed back to the fucking goalkeeper.
Because we play a lot of times inverted wingers as well.
Yeah.
So that sort of denies you that. Well, on Saturday actually at Sunderland, we played. Admittedly, it was because Matoma was injured. Yeah. We played a left-footed winger on the left wing.
Yeah, no, that's mad.
Imagine that.
I know, it's crazy.
And he was whipping crosses into the box, dangerous crosses, one which Hinchelwood should have scored from all day long. Keeper stuck his foot out.
I mean, off the sofa
I could not believe it. Was like, how is it? We were like right at the back of the stand at the top, down the other end. So I needed glasses to see it, but even from there, I'm like, that's a goal. It's got to be a goal.
Yeah.
And
so strikers only in the comments.
Yeah.
Strikers only for Brighton and I. In the comments, we want to know who you think.
Who should it be?
What would add to the squad, would give you something different. I think a bit of a bully in the box. I think a bit of a not afraid to give it some from the an outside of the foot swinger in, but more importantly, someone that will get up, headball in, someone that will have a bit more of a presence in the box. That's what I think, and I think that just adds something. And I think because of the way Brighton play as well, a few little dinks up and headers in and give you a few more goals. What do you think? Stick it in the comments.
Put it in there.
And you really, you can all ridicule me because I'm an idiot and I don't know what the words think. I just personally think that's it.
I'm not against it, and I think because we play 4-3-3, it probably makes sense to have someone like that's got the presence, because you're going to be playing two wingers pretty much alongside if we continue with that system, which I hope we do. But yeah, I suppose I was thinking of back to the days of your Undav, Craig McHale-Smith, those types of players that play off someone. But I suppose in our system, as it stands at the moment, assuming we keep the same manager and the same system, there isn't really a place for that sort of player in the system, because that's more of a playing off a striker, isn't it? I suppose arguably you could have them in the number 10 role, but then we've already got. I mean, to be honest, we've got a million number 10s. We've got Costulas, we've got Gruder, who's obviously on loan.
Labour's going to go. So
Ruta.
Need someone to replace Labour.
We definitely need someone to replace Labour, and that's going to be difficult.
That's going to be difficult.
It's going to be really difficult.
Look, if Brian are good at finding that central role, defensive midfielder, that's one thing they've always been good.
Always done it,
and managed to go to some corner of the world.
And they probably know it. They'll know who it is already. Yeah. They've got a list of 5 that they'll go for that one. If he's not available, that one.
I know what you're saying about the system, but I just think it just, when you're playing the ball around the box like Brighton do so much, and it's not so like attacking, like forward attacking based football. It's more sort of pass and look for the openings. It creates a lot of free kicks. It creates a lot of corners.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And I just think if you've got someone that will play that role, that will come in, it doesn't have to be a striker, I mean, I guess, but I'm saying striker, but I think it should be.
We need a Duncan Ferguson.
Yeah.
We need Big Dunk. He's hilarious, by the way. Have you seen him on his interviews? He's so funny. He's so funny. There's a brilliant one. Some of you might have seen it, where about when a burglar breaks into his house, and fuck me, Duncan Ferguson's house is not the fucking house you want to break into.
What's that?
I think.
No, don't say. We don't look at
He almost went to prison for it because he absolutely battered the bloke. Yeah, Duncan Ferguson's house. Bad night for the burglars.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, there was a thing on there. It was one of those clips that just came up on social media, and it was Vinnie Jones, and they were basically going through, are you hard or aren't you harder? And then they was bringing names up, and he was going, yeah, I'm honest. Dennis Wise, he went, no.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen it. Little Dennis.
Don't trust me. So, and then he went Dunk, he went, no, Big Dunk. He's harder than me. And straight away,
No. Yeah. I'm not going toe with him.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, that was, it just goes to show. But look, I just think that, like I said, I'm repeating myself now, but I just think having a player like that with the kind of system that you play, with the way that
I'd like to see it.
You create free kicks, you do create, those kind of like a lot of corners and those sort of situations because of the way you play around the box. I think that having someone like that would add, 10, 12 goals a season easily.
Well, that's the difference.
More maybe.
That's the difference between 12th and getting a European spot, isn't it? Really? So, yeah.
On that note, no one will agree with me because no Brighton supporters ever agree with me. They just don't, and I put stuff on. I got grief last time because we picked this up. Like I don't sit there and go through every bit of this. I just do an AI clip for everything, right? And you give them a shout. I'll put it through Opus clips, and it just clips it all up. Now,
it's pretty good actually.
You sit there and you're watching it. And it's got all the stuff.
I like the fact you get the text that comes out. It's great.
It comes up.
Bit of music as well.
Yeah, I put the music in, but you can set it up how you want it.
I like that.
You can set it up how you want it. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. I've seen that Scottish people talking on podcasts, and the script at the bottom is not even close. Not even close. There's a lot of American accents that doesn't pick up the words properly. And it's because it's spelled Hurts wrong. I got told off by some bloke on social media.
I saw that because it said that he got it completely wrong, and then he called him Hudson or something like that.
Hurts. No, all it did is it just missed an E out. Was it Hurts?
Oh, okay, all right.
It just put Hurts L.
Right.
And he was like, "Oh, for God's sake, spell his name." Right, and I was like,
I saw your comment.
My comment to him was, well, for one, AI clicked it and got it wrong. I didn't.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
But I sort of asked Jesus, and I put Z forgiveness to spell his name wrong on purpose. I mean, who cares really? I mean,
there's too many spelling Nazis on
I'm
Facebook.
Not sit there and go through 30 clips of this.
No, I mean, let's face it. I think they knew who you meant. So. Come on.
Fabian Hurtzler and Fabian
Hurtzler. I mean, yeah. So
you could guess, couldn't you?
You could argue that someone was being a little bit pedantic.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. But hey.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I saw one that was like specific and it put Pacific and then okay, but we know that.
I think people get the gist of what's going on in the clips. So that's hence the fact we got 1,000 views.
I wonder how it spells bollocks.
Let's find out.
On that note.
Signing off. See you next week.